up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly.
Well, hello there everyone, and welcome to today's curriculum assembly. You know what I'm going to say: for each other we, every day we, to improve we, and together we will. And our everyday focuses are, and our Stukeley motto is, and our Stukeley curriculum is, and not forgetting those 4 words. Brilliant. And just because I love the sound of this word, salutations everyone. I hope we're still hearing them round and about. I like saying it, so I'm just going to keep saying it. Salutations. And there we go. So here we are, another curriculum assembly, and obviously an expert assembly. Now, I have chosen this particular room in my house for a reason, and I'm hoping you can kind of perhaps make out what it says on that picture behind me, and maybe you're having a kind of a look at some of the other items behind me. They're kind of clues, but we'll leave that there and carry on with this assembly. Now, you would be forgiven for assuming that in today's expert assembly, you would meet another expert, but you would be wrong. Because today's expert assembly is about being an expert. So today's big question is, what is an expert? So what I want you to do is to pause and chat, or chores, as I might rename it. So I would like you to pause and chat, or chores, for a few minutes, just to see as a class what you think an expert actually is. Go. So I'm hoping that you came up with some kind of definition of the word expert that goes along the lines of a person who is very knowledgeable about or skillful in a particular area. Doesn't matter what the area is. If you're very knowledgeable about something or particularly skillful in a particular area, then you could be called an expert. So anyone could be an expert. So imagine then, perhaps you might consider yourself to be an expert in Minecraft. Perhaps you know lots about it, and perhaps you're really good at playing it. Then you could call yourself a Minecraft expert. Couldn't really call myself that though, because I actually don't know anything about it. I've just heard of it. But it did make me think though, well, what would I be an expert in? So I thought I would do the sensible thing, and I would ask my family. And do you know what they said? They said, you're an expert in talking because you do so much of it. Well, remind me not to ask my family for their opinion on these kind of things again. So I had a little think to myself, and this is where the clue of this room in the house comes in. Because those people that know me know that I am a bit of an expert when it comes to baking. I enjoy and I'm quite good at making cakes and puddings. So here's my mixer just over there, my trusty mixer that helps me make bread and cakes and all sorts of things. There's my domestic goddess sign up there that says about the fact that I like to do lots of cooking and baking things. And here I am in the kitchen. Now, actually, what I have here are remnants. I've been baking this weekend, and I baked a fruit cake. Now, the reason I baked a fruit cake, and lots of you, it might not be your favourite cake, and it's probably not my favourite either, but my mum and dad came to visit, and my dad really loves it, and so does Mr. Stevens. So I made a fruit cake, but not very much left. But when you're an expert at baking, that's actually a good sign, because that means everyone liked it, so they've eaten it. I also baked sticky toffee pudding, and there's not much of that left either. So I guess that went down pretty well too. So that's something that I consider that I'm quite good at and I really enjoy actually and know quite a lot about. Not quite good enough to go on the Great British Bake Off, but I'm not too bad. So that then got me thinking about a certain programme that is on telly. Now it's on a little bit late, but not terribly late. So some of you that are a bit older in our school may be familiar with it. I'm just going, and I'm hoping this is going to work, I'm just going to play you some of the music from the kind of the opening titles and an image that goes with it. Let's hope this works. I'll show you on my iPad. I'm hoping it's going to work. Here we go. Now, that is supposed to be a really iconic piece of music because it is the music for, does anybody know? Mastermind. Have you ever seen it? So Mastermind is a TV programme where people who consider themselves to be experts in something in particular, usually about, in terms of them knowing a lot about something, go onto this programme to be asked a series of really, really difficult questions about their specialist area, so their area of expertise. Now, these people are often experts in a whole manner of very random things sometimes. Some people are experts in football or in particular football clubs. Some people are experts on Harry Potter. Some people are experts on the Olympics, or some people are experts on certain pop groups or certain kinds of pop music. There's all sorts of areas of expertise that is on there. And so it kind of got me thinking, well, if I was going to go on Mastermind, I'm not sure that I should, by the way, but if I was going to go on Mastermind, what would be my kind of specialist area? What would be my area of expertise? And if I'm honest, I'm not sure. But then that made me think, well, what would you all say? So I wonder if you were going to go on Mastermind, you were going to be an expert, you were going to be what would be your specialist area that you would choose, your area of expertise. So here we go again. I would like you to choose, and if you remember the pause and chat bit, to choose now, and as a class see what different specialist areas or areas of expertise you have got in your class. Go. So I obviously don't know what each of you has said, but you're getting pretty good at getting back to me on things that I've said in assembly when you see me round and about school. So please do, I am genuinely interested. If you just want to put it on a piece of paper and get your teacher to pass it on to me, then you can. If you see me, you can tell me. I am so interested to know what would be your specialist area or your area of expertise that you might have. What are you an expert in? Now, if you're not sure yet what you're an expert in, you're not sure what you know lots and lots about, or you are able to do really, really well yet, then maybe you could be thinking about, well, what would I like to become an expert in? Or what would I like to become my area of expertise, my specialist area, my kind of mastermind subject? What would I like it to be? And remember, it can be anything. It doesn't actually have to be I'm going to be a maths mastermind necessarily, although if you want to be, that's fantastic. It can be anything at all. So I wonder what you would choose. If you're not yet an expert in something, what would you like to become an expert in? You can tell me that too if you see me. Or if you're an expert, but you think you could be even more of an expert in that area, I wonder what that would be too. So I will leave you with that then today. We've not met an expert as such, but we have found a little bit more about what it means to be an expert. So I hope that you all have a fantastic week. I hope that all of us are experts in working hard and being kind this week. And a really big shout out to all of those who have been practicing kindness in a very deliberate way recently. And I want you to carry on doing that because it's so important. Okay, everyone, have a great week. I will see you soon. Take care.
Thank you, Mrs. Stevens. Remember, children, remember everyone, You can be an expert in something. You're an expert in history. You're an expert in sport. You're an expert in geography. You can also be an expert in different parts of history or in different parts of geography. I mean, you know that, you've just heard it. Anyway, it's important that you know an expert is not a thing on its own. Really important. Right, birthdays.
Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Oh, come on!
Happy birthday, River in year 5. Feels like a great day, River. Embrace and enjoy. Let's finish with everyday knowledge for you.
And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you.
Okay, starting off with measurement, and we're going to be measuring time. Got something new for you. How many seconds in a minute? 60. How many minutes in an hour? 60. How many hours in a day? 24. Days in a week? 7. Weeks in a year? 52. Months in a year? 12 days in a year. 365 leap year. 366. How many days in a month? 30 days has 30 days has September, April, June and November. All the other months have 31 days, apart from February, which has 28 days, 29 in a leap year. Seasons of the year. This one's for you, Miss Smart at Stukeley Meadows Primary School. There are 4 seasons in the year: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Let's say them together. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. I wonder, can you remember this element from the periodic table? It's iron, that's right. We're going to finish there, but just before that, can you remember what happened in 1605? Gunpowder Plot. See you next time.